In 1215, an event took place that would change the course of history forever. A single document, signed in the midst of political turmoil, would lay the foundation for modern democracy as we know it. This is the story of the Magna Carta, a revolutionary charter that redefined power and liberty. King John, the youngest son of Henry II, inherited a kingdom plagued with conflict. To fund wars and secure his throne, John heavily taxed his barons and commoners alike. He also often acted above the law, ignoring due process and making arbitrary decisions. This abuse of power ignited widespread anger and unrest. In June 1215, after months of rebellion and failed negotiations, the barons cornered King John at Runnymede, a small meadow along the River Thames. With no other option, John agreed to a set of terms that would limit his powers and protect certain rights of the nobles. This agreement became known as the Magna Carta, or Great Charter. While the Magna Carta contained 63 clauses in total, a few stand out as monumental contributions to modern law and governance. Let's take a closer look at some of its most important provisions. 1. No taxation without representation. The king could no longer impose taxes without the approval of his council of barons, laying the foundation for the principle of no taxation without representation. 2. Right to a fair trial. Clause 39 stated that no free man could be imprisoned or stripped of his rights without a lawful judgment by his peers, a precursor to the concept of habeas corpus and the right to a fair trial. 3. Limitations on the king's power. The Magna Carta established that even the king was subject to the law, an idea that would resonate for centuries as a cornerstone of constitutional monarchy and democracy. Though groundbreaking, the Magna Carta did not have an immediate or lasting effect in its original form. Within months, King John had the charter annulled by Pope Innocent III, calling it shameful and demeaning. Civil war erupted once again, and the document was all but forgotten after John's death in 1216. However, the Magna Carta wasn't gone for good. John's son, King Henry III, reissued a modified version of the charter in 1217 and again in 1225. Over time, it became a symbol of rights and liberties, especially for the barons who used it as a tool to keep the monarchy in check. The Magna Carta's influence extended far beyond the medieval world. It became the foundation for several key democratic documents, including England's later constitutional reforms, and most famously the United States Constitution and Bill of Rights. In fact, the principle of due process and the right to a fair trial, as outlined in the United States Constitution, can be directly traced back to the Magna Carta. Even today, this document is celebrated as a symbol of liberty and justice. But what does the Magna Carta mean in the modern world? It's more than just an old parchment or a medieval agreement. The principles it established, that no one is above the law, that justice must be fair and impartial, and that rulers must respect the rights of their people, still resonate today. Whenever people fight for justice, equality and representation, they are standing on the shoulders of the Magna Carta. It remains a powerful reminder that democracy is not just a system of government, but an ongoing struggle to secure freedom for all. It's important to clear up some common misconceptions about the Magna Carta. Contrary to popular belief, the document was originally intended to protect the rights of the English nobility, not the common people. However, its enduring legacy has transcended its original purpose as it has been adapted and reinterpreted over time. The Magna Carta may have started as a political compromise between a king and his barons, but its impact echoes through the centuries. As we continue to fight for justice, equality and representation, we owe a great deal to the principles set forth in that meadow in 1215. From England to the United States and beyond, the Magna Carta remains a symbol of the ongoing fight for freedom. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the Magna Carta and its profound influence on democracy, make sure to subscribe for more historical deep dives and insights into the roots of modern society.